So now we come to the second most important aspect of yoga, which is focus. Yoga is the deepest form of psychotherapy. Normally, when people come for psychotherapy, we tend to analyze the mind. We understand where a particular belief system comes from, where a particular strategy comes from, and we work around it and then help to release the emotions. But the challenge is the moment we release one belief or one experience where emotions are entangled, something new comes up from outside, or some impact comes from outside and impacts the inside. Right? So, by just working on the emotions or by working on the thoughts or beliefs, absolute cleansing normally doesn't happen because you have impact from outside, or even if there's no impact from outside, you sleep, you get up after a week, something from inside will come and against it in the mind. So, yoga takes a very powerful approach there. Yoga says any thought is from the past, number one, and you can never be able to find or ascertain the root cause of any thought. You will never be able to ascertain the root cause. When you cannot know the root cause, you may really not be able to solve it. Because if the mind is a very, if you can imagine the mind is a very calm lake, you drop a stone, it creates ripples. So that ripple is what we are struggling with now. Negative thought, emotions, whatever it is. To understand, the moment you think I need to understand it, I need to justify it, I need to find it, I create one more ripple, then I create one more ripple. So the whole thing becomes a ripple, and then we again use the process to stabilize it. That's what happens in psychotherapy. Yoga says maybe you can try and do that when you're doing specific work, what we call as Swadhyaya, a type of psychotherapy. In an interactive session where you're with a therapist or where you are with someone to guide with, you do this process of Swadhyaya or self study, self reflection, or psychotherapy. But do not do it alone. When I say do not do it alone, when I'm sitting and then doing some work, when I'm cooking or when I'm driving, I may get a thought. Don't try to analyze the thought and then try to find the root cause. You'll go mad. That's the take of yoga. But how do we do that? How do we train ourselves to do that? We can do that when we are on the mat. What we do? Hands are down, legs grounded, connect fully with the body, connect with the breath, inhale. As you inhale, focus only on the body and breath. Any thought comes, come back to the body, come back to the breath. What are you doing? You are not giving any importance to the thought. You are just coming back to the body and coming back to the breath. Everybody understand? Whatever be the thought, a beautiful thought, a very negative thought, or some very good solution for the problem which you are having. Normally, people from business they say, "Sir, when I am doing this hand raise, when I am making that twist, I get a wonderful solution for my challenge in business, or a wonderful answer to my spouse who is always fighting with me." Right? So, whatever be it, train yourself and train the mind to come back to the body and come back to the breath, because whatever thought get generated there, whatever counter thought, whatever justification gets generated there, I am training myself on my mind to come back to the body, to the breath, because this 40 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours I dedicated only for this. I can spend my entire 22 hours, 20 hours thinking. We have done that for all our life now. Problem is not solved. The same fears are there, the same sense of insecurity is there, same relationship challenges are there. Maybe financial problems have been resolved, but still I feel nothing has been resolved. I still want more money, right? Which means it's the mind which is taking you all around. Simple, 1 hour practice. Just train your mind to focus on your body and breath. By doing that, You're training yourself and the mind not to give importance to any thought that gets generated automatically. Don't call it intuition, don't call it that wisdom, whatever it is. No. We are there to do yoga, which is focusing on the breath and the body. And I'll train my mind only for that. When I do that continuously, then I may know what is intuition. Till then, it is only an aberration of thought. So, the second most important principle of yoga is focus. Focusing on the area where instruction is given. For example, you say inhale, focus on the middle of your chest. That's the only thing you should do. Anything else? Oh, yesterday he told to inhale, focus on the navel. Now he says inhale, focus on the chest. That's how mind will ask. For that, you forget it. The thought will come, leave the thought, come back to the chest. Be with the breath. Just follow the instructions. Whether the instructions work or not, whether your chest really expands or not, it doesn't matter. What matters is you're focusing. You have decided 1 hour I will focus. I will focus on the body, focus on the breath, focus on the instruction. That's all it is. Training is to focus. Okay? Thank you. We'll meet again with one more snippet soon. Thank you very much.